all Dharma masters and Lotus friends. Namo Amituofo. A funny thing happened recently that made me reflect on our journey of learning the Dharma and accepting Amitabha's deliverance with faith. When going to use the sink in my restroom, I noticed a very small spider had fallen into the sink and was unable to climb back out due to the steep, slippery surface. It didn't take much to see that, if he was not removed, he would meet his demise the next time the water was run. I grabbed a piece of tissue to transfer it outdoors, yet the spider made it difficult by running away and trying to climb out of the sink, slipping back down towards the drain each time. Finally, I was persistent enough that the little spider climbed onto the tissue so I could quickly bring him outside. I watched carefully not to hurt the spider when folding the tissue a bit so I could get him outdoors. I noticed that the spider didn't really move once on the tissue, maybe tired from the efforts to try to save himself out of the sink, maybe terrified, or maybe he even just realized that he had finally gotten out of the sink and was being delivered to safety. I decided to share this with you all because if I tried to share it in a non-Buddhist setting, I'd be sure to get some questioning looks. It gave the song Itsy Bitsy Spider more meaning. I found myself feeling gratitude for the small opportunity to help someone. After all, many times we want to help others and simply don't have the means. And not to mention, on whatever small level, I am sure the sentient being held their own gratitude. We are on a path of gratitude, and I also believe Amitabha Buddha has gratitude when we allow him to help us. So with this in mind, let's try to reflect while hearing this title called Do Not Resist Amitabha's Compassionate Liberation by Master Huijing. The path to liberation in the Pure Land tradition is simple. Trust in the name of Amitabha Buddha. The power that brings all sentient beings to the land of ultimate bliss is already complete, contained fully within the name Namo Amituofo Buddha. Nothing else is needed. Nothing is lacking. Pure Land practice is about accepting Amitabha's vow to save all beings, rather than trying to earn salvation through personal effort. Amitabha's promise is unwavering. Rebirth in his land of ultimate bliss is effortless for those who simply place their trust in him. The only barrier? Resistance. What does it mean to resist Amitabha's offer to liberate us? Resistance happens when we reject the idea of rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss, believing that faith in Amitabha alone isn't enough. Some people assume that accumulating spiritual merit through rigorous self-cultivation is necessary for salvation. But this contradicts Amitabha's primal vow, which assures us that reciting his name is sufficient for rebirth. No extra conditions, no personal striving. Amitabha's 18th vow, known as Vow of Rebirth through recitation of Amitabha's name, is clear. There are no rituals, no complex spiritual practices, just single-minded recitation of Namo Amituofo Buddha. By simply reciting this name of myriad virtues, we naturally align with his vow, creating a deep connection with him and becoming inseparable from his boundless light and protection. Master Shandao, the founder of the Chinese Pure Land School in the Tang Dynasty, advocated that faithfully reciting Amitabha's name is sufficient for rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss. Some may think it makes little difference whether we fully follow the teachings of Master Shandao or not. However, both scriptures and real-life experience tell us that the difference is profound. We must not underestimate this distinction. If we wholeheartedly recite Amitabha's name and aspire to rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss, we should rest assured that our rebirth is absolutely guaranteed. In fact, we are already inseparable from Amitabha Buddha. To fully comprehend this truth, we must study the Pure Land teachings as transmitted through Master Shandao's lineage. If we don't, a sense of doubt will inevitably linger. This concludes this sharing for tonight, and I hope we can easily see now that Amitabha Buddha is already holding on to us, assuring us that he will not let go. Thank you for your attention. Namo Amituofo.